Hello and welcome to this OTISS tutorial on georeferencing a site plan. You've been supplied a PDF document which contains a site plan. You want to carry out a survey so you can plot trees directly onto the plan, and you want to use GPS to improve the accuracy of plotting trees. The problem is that the PDF does not have enough GPS information to tell OTISS where the site plan is located in the real world. It's just a simple drawing, it's not a map with a known location. We can fix this by telling OTISS the GPS location of 2 points on the map. OTISS can then reposition the site plan into the real world. You can then use GPS when surveying, and you can also overlay the site plan on top of Google and OpenStreetMap survey maps. But first, there's a few things you need to know. Georeferencing maps is usually a job for trained experts. It can be a complicated process and require a lot of GIS knowledge. So to keep things simple, we have some limitations on what OTISS can do. The map must already have north at the top of the page. This tool cannot be used to rotate a map. So if you have a map that needs rotating, you need to find a better map. You must be able to clearly identify 2 points on the map for which you have accurate GPS coordinates. And you must do all the georeferencing before you start surveying. Otherwise the trees will be plotted in the wrong place and it's difficult to correct later. If you have a CAD drawing, don't use OTISS for georeferencing. Most architects should supply you CAD drawings with the XY coordinates matching up with the correct GPS easting and northing values. And it's the same when you buy a section of OS master map in CAD format. These drawings are already georeferenced and can be loaded directly into OTISS. If you have a CAD drawing which is not georeferenced but you want to use GPS on the OTISS survey, then we recommend that you use the CAD application to move and reposition the drawing so that the XY coordinates match with the easting and northing values. This approach is far more accurate. Then load the fully georeferenced drawing into OTISS. The first step is to identify 2 points where the eastings and northings are clearly defined on the plan, or for which you can get accurate GPS coordinates. There are several websites to help you to get grid references, but in all cases you need the 6-digit easting and northing values. For Ireland, you can get the 6-digit ITM easting and northern values. Then you log on to the OTISS website, you add a new site and load in the PDF. This process is described elsewhere in our help pages and tutorials. Then you go to the Manage Maps page, select the site plan and press the Georeference button. Now this is where we can georeference a plan using the 2 known points. So there's on-screen instructions and we'll go through that in a minute. Finally, you have to check the results by overlaying the site plan onto Google. So let's go and see how all this works in practice. So here's my site plan. I've added it in, I've created a new site. So I press the Manage Maps button, press the Select and then press the Georeference button. So now I've got my map here. This is what I've loaded in. You can see it's just got XY coordinates, so it doesn't know anything about eastings and northings yet. So I first select the map coordinates, so I've got a UK map. Then I scroll in to the first of the points that I've worked out, so that's here. So I scroll in deeply, add in the point, so that's on the apex of that corner, and then I have to type in the value that I worked out earlier. So now I need to go to ideally somewhere on the other side of the map, so I'm going to go down here. So my second point is the corner of this building, so put that there, and then type in the easting and northern for this point. So I can check the values that I've just typed in. They look all correct. Press the apply button. So that does look a bit squashed, so maybe I need to check my values again. Yes, this one was incorrect. Now that looks better. So now I need to check it on the maps page. So here's this showing me. It's showing me that has easting and northern values, and as I move the mouse around they change. So I want to overlay it on top of the OpenStreetMap. And now you can see here that the roads match up quite well. And if I turn the map on and off, I can see that the church in the middle is lined up exactly. So that seems to be working quite well. So everything is done. I can go to my mobile device, open the survey app, do check online and download the survey and get going. There's a couple of more things I need to tell you. OTISS allows you to see and compare different maps. You need to understand that all maps are not the same and you can't expect them to be. They never match up exactly, especially the buildings. They're always slightly different shapes and slightly different positions. Look at the edges of your georeference map. You will have done a good job if 2 or 3 of the main features match up and align with the base map. Finally, georeferencing is not simple and accuracy is crucial. Make sure that your eastings and northings are accurate. Make sure that you zoom in and place your points accurately on the map, and double check all the easting and northern values that you type in. If it doesn't look right, press the restore button and start again. It usually takes me a few goes to get it right. Most important, don't start plotting trees until you get the georeferencing right. Thank you for listening to this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. See our website for more help and tutorials.